Pandas, do you want the chicken noodle soup?
Hello, my name is Braden Sanders. Today I'm joined by Cullen Barbie, Chase Foltz, and Jacob Durden. Barbie, what would you say your favorite movie franchise is?
SpongeBob.
Why do you think it's SpongeBob?
That's not
Because
a movie, that's a TV
I
show.
know SpongeBob is.
Why would you say that?
Because I love SpongeBob.
Because you love SpongeBob?
Yes.
Durden, what would you say your favorite movie franchise is?
Maybe. Probably like Indiana Jones.
Why do you think it's Indiana Jones?
I mean, I don't really know. I just like Indiana Jones.
That's fair. What do you think, Chase?
I'm gonna piggyback off what Barbie said. I think SpongeBob just universally is a very popular show and is good for kids and older people. So I think SpongeBob takes the win on that one.
All right.
Probably like Smiling Friends.
That's a good point. Well, my speech today is going to be on why I think Star Wars is the best movie franchise of all time. Star Wars has made a very big impact on society since the first movie came out in 1977. So it's been around for almost 50 years now. Lots of famous quotes that you hear, like Luke, I'm your father, a lot of characters that people know. It's been a really big impact on society. And financially, it's been one of the most successful movie franchises, with the first movie coming out in 1977. It cost $11 million to make, and it earned $775 million, making it one of the most profitable movies. And Star Wars as a whole has made $68 billion as a franchise, including merchandise, licensing, all that stuff. It's the 5th highest earning franchise ever. It's done $10 billion at the box office alone, and since 1977, they've licensed nearly $25 billion worth of things like games. So you have things like the Force Unleashed series, you have Jedi Fallen Order, things like that, and figurines like action figures, things like that.
You got Battlefront.
Battlefront, that's actually one of my top 5 favorite games, Battlefront. You have the originals and you have the newer ones now. Specifically, one movie in particular, The Force Awakens, had the biggest domestic open out of any of the Star Wars movies, and it made $2 billion alone at the box office. So Star Wars has had a very big financial impact, just getting butts and seats in the movies, people buying figurines, playing games, things like that. Lego Star Wars, lots of games, lots of things. So the characters, I think the characters are a big part of any movie, and I personally believe Star Wars has many really good characters for whatever you like. I mean, there's Jedi, there's Sith, there's bounty hunters, there's just regular civilians, any characters that you really like. There's going to be someone for you in Star Wars. It's a very big universe, lots of planets, many movies exploring the different planets and the different characters' backstories and things. And really put in perspective how popular it is, me and my girlfriend went to see Star Wars Revenge of the Sith on its 20th anniversary in theaters. And when we went to the theater, every single seat was full. And we got there probably 20 minutes early before the movie started, and all the seats were full. So and we were in not the biggest theater, not the biggest area of North Carolina, and all the seats were full. It really shows that no matter where you really are, Star Wars has really made a big impact, and people just like it. They like watching it. Back to the characters. Star Wars is really a story about good and evil, just like any story. Any really major thing, like you have the Marvel universe, good and evil. DC universe is good and evil. Star Wars is the same way. Many great characters, such as Master Yoda. You have Darth Vader, very very popular. Luke Skywalker. A lot of the older generation might know those characters a little better compared to the newer characters, like you have Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu, all those characters like that. But I think the characters make a really big impact. They teach you lots of lessons, many lessons about determination, hard work. My personal favorite character is Anakin Skywalker, and you can learn a lot from his life and his story in all the movies. Like, for example, he's a boy in slavery on the planet Tatooine, and the Jedi find him to learn that he's the chosen one of the Star Wars universe who's supposed to take out all the Sith, all the bad guys, and bring balance back to the universe. But he gets brought in, some things don't go his way, doesn't get made a master, things like that, can't control his temper. Very, very big lesson that you have. Things that you can learn from his life, controlling your anger, accepting things that are out of your control. And ultimately these things lead to what happens in my favorite movie, Revenge of the Sith, is when he ultimately falls to the dark side and becomes a Sith. Ends up killing his wife, Padme. He gets brutally, beat and defeated on the planet, and just really turns into a bad guy. And it takes
Mustafar.
He gets burned in lava, all his limbs, everything's gone. And then you see his fall, turn into Darth Vader, being a bad guy, until ultimately he's redeemed by his son, Luke Skywalker, in the 6th movie. And all in all, Star Wars is a very big movie franchise. It's made a really big impact on society and the world. And that is my speech. Thank you.